The halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 21 points, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he wasn't himself in that last contest, but tonight, he's really turned it around. Kenny, what'd you think about the Clippers?
They're getting into the lane whenever they want, getting some high percentage looks. I don't see the coaching staff too much. Keep it simple. Force your opponent to adapt to you.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
I know teams love to rely on the three these days, but you got to know when to get away. They didn't, at least throughout the first half. Hopefully they're making the adjustments, but sometimes teams just get stubborn.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Let's give a big LA welcome.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard.
Second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Tate finds Porter. Outside Gordon. 6 to shoot. The Clippers grab the miss. Outside, George. Here's Morris. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And it's 6 points for Marcus Morris.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Green kicks to Gordon. Outside, Porter. Outside, Gordon. Count that one. Gordon's got his second basket of the game.
This is what we call highly efficient play, working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Here's Jackson. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And with Kevin Porter Jr. and Michael Porter Jr. and Otto Porter Jr. Guys, I'm sensing a pattern here.
It can even get a little confusing at times, but no relation that I'm aware of. They're just Porters, juniors, and quality NBA players.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And even down big, the effort and energy is still there to try and make a comeback.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Outside Jackson. And here's Morris for 3. Rockets with the rebound. Porter's got 6 rebounds in the game.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Now here's Green. The pass to Tate. He can't get that one to fall. Los Angeles leading by 18. The 3 from George. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. George has got 15. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Outside, Green. Leonard against Gordon. And that one is off. Excellent D there from George. The Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Morris, no good. Rockets trail by 21. Here's Porter, takes it inside, and finished off by Porter.
When he's going, KPJ is a deadly offensive player. Can beat you in so many ways, including off the bounce.
Now, here is Morris. 6 points for him. Here's Zubac, a second chance effort. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, D.A.?
Well, thank you very much. The Rockets are in a full rebuild, and they have a young roster which is taking its lumps. But Coach Stephen Silas says we very rarely give up. This team has a lot of fight, character, and grit, and we are learning. Kevin, it's a long process, but it's worth doing.
Yep, no shortcuts, David, but the journey is the reward. They're building from the ground up. It's fun to watch, and we thank you for that story. Now, here's Porter. He has 7. Outside, Green. Here's Smith. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Zubac. From deep, George. And the Clippers miss again.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
That is his first foul of the game.
Foul. Second team foul.
And so here is Houston. 2 points. That one goes.
Smith.
Smith's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, that's a bang-bang play on the inbounds pass. I like those quick hitters.
Jackson with it. He's got 11. Passes to Morris. From the arc. The shot, no good. And the Rockets take it the other way.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
Substitution for the Rockets.
Split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate
Garrison
the
Matthews.
effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Here's Şengün. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Şengün's got his second bucket of the night.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Left side, Leonard. From deep, Zubac trying to break loose. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist from Jackson.
Well, Kawhi understands that the team relies on him for consistent productivity.
Timeout called the Rockets. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
Let's hear it for your Big Clipper.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Houston Rockets. Matthews scanning the floor. Here's Garuba, and Alperen Şengün gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Rockets making a switch here. Christopher's checked in.
Rockets substitution.
Clippers leading by 21. Outside, George. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
Outside Matthews. To the middle. Here's Şengün. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Şengün's got 4 points this quarter. Here's Jackson. He's got 11. On the wing, Morris. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 8th assist here tonight. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Tipped away. Stolen by Jackson.
Foul, charge to Houston. Usman Garuba, first personal foul. Second team foul.
Zubac finds George. Shoots over Matthews. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Şengün. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
For Houston, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Outside Matthews.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Garuba. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To stop the run. And he lays it up and in.
Garuba.
The Clippers' shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Morris kicks to Jackson. From past the arc. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
He's covered by Leonard. Now Matthews. And the rejection by Leonard.
Well, the defensive instincts have always been so strong for Kawhi Leonard. Boy, good night, sir.
The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Clippers. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Here's Jackson following the score by Houston. And that one is good from Zubac.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
And for the Rockets, they're shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Latrey gets the three-pointer to fall. He has 7.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
The feed to George. Matthews with the steal. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Baseline jumper. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Şengün. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
With 1 on the clock. No good on that one. And so it's Los Angeles in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so in the game for the Rockets, we've got Matthews, and it's Martin in at the 3. Now here is Martin. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. Here's George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, superstars understand the contact is part of the game. Paul George willing to play through it.
Outside Matthews. Pass to Martin. Doris, the NBA keeps talking about the idea of an in-season tournament, taking a cue, I guess, from European soccer. Do you like that? Do you think it would work?
Well, the European soccer situation has the advantage of tradition and history. There's meaning behind it. Obviously, I'm open to a little drama in the middle of the NBA season. The challenge is convincing the players and their representation, the Players Association, that this is something of value.
At the line for LA, Marcus Morris Sr. Shooting 1.
And free throw good for Morris.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA, understands his role as a stretch 4.
Here's Christopher, the 10-footer. And the rejection by Leonard. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Houston moving it around. Clock at 6. Inside. Christopher, that's good.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Outside Jackson. The pass to Zubac. Stolen away. Here's Christopher, guarded by Jackson. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Pass to Matthews, fires the 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And 2 cities which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But it's bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's a sentiment I think most can get behind.
And another 3 for the Clippers.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Outside, Martin. Passes it to Christopher. 11 feet away, and the shot goes in.
Christopher.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Here's George. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. George has got 11 points here in just the second half.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this league.
Substitution for the Rockets. Boban Marjanovic. Daishen Nix.
Here is Matthews from outside the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Morris has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And here's Leonard from 3. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got assist number 5 here tonight. We're seeing a lot of pretty lively pregame dance routines from the players. You got any of that in your repertoire, say, before we begin a broadcast?
Oh, Kevin, I think pretty soon we should work out a few sequences, get ourselves fired up. You game?
No. Come on, Greg, I'm not sure about that, but you go ahead and do it.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Here's Leonard, and he banks in the layup. Leonard's got 10 points in the quarter.
Kawhi Leonard, if you allow him to get to his spots, it's an easy score. In the painted area, that's easy money.
For Houston, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Martin.
Clearly a foul.
Ivica Zubac. That's his 3rd personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Houston, Kenyon Martin Jr. Shooting.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, you're looking at the MVP race last season between 3 incredible big men with Jokic, Embiid, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Analyzing that, Doris, what's your big takeaway?
The idea that the big man, the 5 spot in the NBA is obsolete, that argument is over. What impresses me is the skill level of NBA players, particularly manning the center position in the modern age. Highly skilled, can shoot it, can take it off the bounce, and are exceptional passers. Boy, this is fun to watch.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
For a while, the East was all LeBron. And the West? Doris, as we know, the West was dominated by Golden State. But now, does the league, do you feel more wide open?
Well, certainly when you look at last season, I thought there were 4 teams in the East that absolutely had a shot to make the finals. Contingent on health. Obviously, Milwaukee, without Chris Middleton, struggled to get over the finish line. In the West, you had 3 teams who I thought legitimately couldn't advance. So certainly the gap between playoff teams feels smaller.
Houston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. To the paint, it's tipped. Zubac's with it, and it's Martin picking him up. George against Matthews. A 3 from Leonard. It's rebounded by Houston.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Martin. AT that time from Leonard.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Jackson gets the bucket.
I love to see a guard who's willing to fight through contact and finish. Reggie Jackson does just that.
Here's Knicks. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Jackson. Jackson's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Here's Knicks. Outside, Martin. We know the NBA is exploring alternate broadcasts for selected games, allowing users to pick their commentator. Doris, should you and I be nervous?
Kevin, I'm always nervous, and you will always be the A team. Come on, my man. The fans know they need to listen to Kevin Harlan.
You are, Doris, way too kind. Coming from you, a Hall of Famer, you kidding me? I'll work with you any day, and I'll do the analyst, and you can do the play-by-play.
Kevin, love it.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson.
Second team.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Rockets.
Houston making a switch here. He's covered by Leonard. And they're on the break. Here's Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 6 assists here tonight.
Well, that's about tremendous vision. And remember, Paul George has the kind of size that allows him to survey the floor beautifully.
Here's Nix. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Third team foul.
Here's Nix, guarded by Jackson. Pass to Garuba. To stop the drought. Matthews, no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Los Angeles.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Leonard.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Left side, Jackson. The shot will not fall. So Houston will take it the other way. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson.
Fourth personal foul.
That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2.
Shooting for Houston, Daishen Nix. Shooting.
And he can't hit the second. LA has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Outside Jackson. A 3 from Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Leonard's got 40 points.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And so it's Houston with it. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Marjanovic, no good. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, George. And the 3 off target. Here's Nix. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
No entiendo por qué llaman si antes nadie llamó. No entiendo por qué.
This is the last game we're playing. What do we need to say to ourselves to get this W? Are we going zone? What are we doing? Let's talk about strategy as well.
Yeah, why don't we zone from the start of the game this time?
I like that idea because it always seems like we end up going to the zone, so we might as well just start out right out of the gate, zone.
Bad for us so far.
Oh, Chris is happy though.
Nice, Chris.
Chris is going off. Oh
what are you doing?
Look at that.
What do you want, Chris?
Season 2 animations. I'm ready. I'm hyped.
Nice, Brian.
And those will be our starters. Some intriguing matches.